Hello, this is Joe. I'm gonna jump right into this. Do some more shuffles just so you guys can see Illuminati, Independent and Wealthy. I'm gonna do these shuffles so you can see, but the title of this reading is I don't really feel that the cards are going to be as descriptive as I know the information pertaining to this subject. So, in the conclusion of this reading, perhaps I'll be able to explain further, fill in any holes, any gaps that for obviously the reason it is not conveyed through the cards or interpreted by me is I have not made cards to convey that particular energy. This is the energetic reading of how secret societies truly get their money. Let me restate that. This is the energy reading of how truly the rich stay rich. It's real simple. Spirit, I ask for the energetic reading of how the rich, people that are affluent, that are abundant with money, energy, how they remain rich, how they remain abundant. The energy of how rich people continue to be rich, or families continue to be rich, generation after generation. At this time, I ask Spirit you negate any negative energy that may want to interrupt or hijack this reading. Bind any negative entity unless they are to deliver a message. I will not convey, send anything negative. I am not receiving anything negative through this reading. Again, this is the energy of how the rich people, affluent people, stay rich, how they stay abundant, generation after generation after generation. And as I stated, what I feel that the cards cannot convey, perhaps from the cards as they are laid down, there's no way for me to connect the dots. I'm going to fill it in towards the end. The energy of how the rich stay rich, abundant, affluent, generation after generation. Foundation. This is interesting. This is a card. This foundation card, I created this card as when there is no other possibility for a situation to change, a situation that if you could say it's ritualistic, it happens over and over, and those type of situations that continue to cycle and they do not end, almost as if someone keeps you in the cycle. I created this card as meaning a creator of my own understanding, which would be a creator of your understanding, your God, whomever, steps in and shines a light and begin to question everything: who, what, when, where, why. And the creator basically amounts to saying, nope, not this time. This is the foundation for the energetic reading of how the rich stay rich, affluent, and abundant. This foundation is, nope, not this time. Interesting. Main energy. How the rich stay rich, affluent, and abundant. Addiction. They are challenged by completing or accomplishing addictions on their subconscious. Balance and healing. In the past, there's meditation, there's putting things to rest, there's resting in the past. There are plans for the future. Obviously, plans for the future, foresight. They plan for the future. Their internal influence. Rich staying rich, abundant, affluent, recognition. That's their internal influence, to be recognized that they are rich, like forever. External influence, obviously, Nine of Cups, fulfillment. Their hope and fear is balance. I'm going to say this because I will forget. Why would the rich have a hope and fear around balance? For there to exist a hope and fear for rich people to have balance mean rich people being rich is an imbalance. This is the cards. Their hope and fear is balance. Why? Because true balance means the proper distribution of wealth and resources within a system that's designed to work a specific way, but it is currently working to the advantage of people that know how to manipulate it. So balance is a fear. And on the hope side, the hope with balance is that it don't come. They have a fear of balance, and the hope is that it is not achieved. The outcome of how the rich stay rich, affluent, and abundant. The outcome of Five of Pentacles. Isolate, loss, worry. This is kind of open-ended. We're going to get to the end. This is the last card. I'm going to break it down. So, the first thing, clarify this addiction card. This is the main energy of how the rich stay rich. Their abundance is tied into addictions. Not necessarily addictions they would have, but addictions that others would have that they're able to capitalize off of. Clarified by a Knight of Cups. This is a youthful energy, youthful thinking, youthful in love, concerns, matters, situations, friendships, youthful. Children like to use their imagination. It's one of the greatest gifts that I believe our Creator gave us, which as we grow older, we lose our imagination, when our imagination is one of the most powerful tools that the Creator gave us. People are not supposed to know that though. Imagination, if you can create it in your mind, you can manifest it in your reality. As children, we did that. We lose that as we get older. Main energy, addiction. Knight of Cups clarifies it. What I'm going to take out of that is, by using addiction on individuals in a society, charming them into continuing to have addictions, or even tempting them, promoting them to have addictions. The challenge with addictions, making money off of people, via their addictions, is completing this task. That's the challenge. So we'll shuffle one. Oh, they just want to fall. Now, normally, when cards fall, tarot cards, I've noticed, tarot card readers, cards that fall, they say, this is what needs to go out there. The cards just drop. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to put a 10 on a 2 unless what? You people out there to know. I'm not going to put a 10 on a 2 unless what? It's that dope, boy. Okay? Please know I know. Cut. The challenge with them accomplishing their society, their environment, having addictions so that they make money off of that addictions. The challenge with that is accomplishing that, and that is further exacerbated, good word, allegedly by law enforcement or fraternal orders. Certain societies that they come in and help relieve the pressure on society by addressing addictions. These fraternal orders, secret societies, have organizations that they lessen the damage that a society may receive by an overwhelming majority of its people. The consensus of people actually have addictions, which would affect the economical growth or stability in any society. Tasked with the duty, local law enforcement, to apprehend and subsequently prosecute anyone that promotes addiction via drugs, alcohol, sex. Addiction is something done in abundance, over and over. The interesting thing about this is that while, as I stated, it's a challenge for them to accomplish it, and that's clarified by because local law enforcement or societies, fraternal orders, that they believe, I believe, for them to be looked at in a certain light, that they are to contribute in the environment, the community, by projecting that they're there to help. Let me give you this analogy. We only need mechanics for vehicles because vehicles have a tendency of failing or needing maintenance. Sometimes, just sometimes, You take your vehicle in to get repaired, and whatever was wrong with it is repaired. You guys know where I'm going with this. Things are fine a week, a month, a couple months, then something else breaks. That next problem that you have with your vehicle is the mechanic's job security. By creating a problem, having foresight to continue to be prosperous. We've heard of these scams, mechanics fixing oil, changing oil, and a week, month, couple months, the transmission needs to be changed. It's job security. It's exactly what some, not all, some of these organizations that are touted to address societal ills around addictions and whatnot, at the same time are the societies that's providing the community, the society, with the ammunition, the fuel, the gasoline to have the addictions. They both supply the element that provides addiction, and they go in or have an open door for those people to heal them, hopefully. And they get paid from the government by not having to pay taxes for doing that within our communities. The subconscious, balance and temperance, Seven of Cups energy. On the subconscious, of the energy of how rich people stay rich, they always want to be balanced. They always want to heal. And that's clarified by always want to be balanced, and they always want to, be healing. A state of healing, a state of balance. Seven of Cups energy. Wishful thinking, dreams and fantasies is what rich people would consider balance and healing, for them to have their dreams and fantasies manifested. Now, by whatever means they are to achieve accomplishing those dreams they have or fantasies, it is what it is. If it means at the hands of individuals, society, communities experiencing addictions, which they make money from, that's their balance and healing for them to achieve their dream and fantasies. Again, foundation for this reading is my Nope card. This Nope card denotes the Creator stepping in and making changes to those things that are ritualistic. And furthermore, I believe that at least the Creator I believe in, that things are allowed to happen once, things are allowed to happen twice, and then for as many times as something may be allowed to happen, exponentially even, that is only warming up or building up that energy that is going to come into that system, to get that system to recognize what it is doing, how it is operating, and for that system to change. That's what this Nope card means. The Creator's seen enough. You've had more than enough, ample time to change your ways. Now something is being put into the system to forcefully make you change. This is Creator. You would say divine intervention. This is further, deeper than divine intervention. As long as it takes for something to actually materialize and continue to grow and grow, likewise, the energy put into establishing a false system is the same energy that is going to be required to bring that system down. That's why sometimes in our lives, people get upset that they want things to happen. We're in a now society. They've made it a now society. Faster internet, cook our food, microwaves faster, everything now. But it took a while for those things to happen. A microwave to be made, the internet to eventually be here, for systems to be set up that are not advantageous for the whole, for those systems to be set up and run and ran for a while. That energy put into that is the same matching energy that's going to be required to bring down that system. It's a slow process. Clarifying the note card for the foundation. This is telling me, this note card, the creator inspired, stepping in, the rich being rich and abundant and affluent. How? Not this time. To clarify it by a teacher student, someone that I believe this is one of the levels, energetic levels of development, a system, energetic system. I believe it's definitely copyrighted under my LLC that exists. It may be interpreted differently, psychologists, philosophers, whatever, but this is my own. Teacher student is the 4th stage. The 5th stage, and as I just realized, there's a 6th. This is the 4th stage, the teacher student. There's a teacher student that the creator, this is the creator's move to the rich, continuing to be rich and abundant in a system where wealth is to be equally distributed, especially to those systems, or dare I say, organs within the system that are to have abundance so that they may perform a specific duty. When those specific organs or components do not have that abundance to do what they are supposed to do, that's when the creator plays their hand and put a teacher student in the system. It's like a shock to the system. It's like resuscitation. So that's in there. I'm gonna put this back in my deck and speed it up. I know I'm dragging this out. It's already 23 minutes. And I'm not even going deep into it. I'm doing more explaining. Okay, in the past, there is a 4 swords as to how the rich stay rich, affluent, and abundant. The past position, meditation, rest, they actually physically resting or resting something, systems, maybe persons, maybe, and that's clarified. They're put to rest in the past, the giving, receiving, and the sharing of wealth. That's how the rich stay rich. Their past, they stop giving, receiving, sharing wealth. Put that back in my deck. Future, foresight, that's obvious, right? Everyone is supposed to plan for the future, whether we know it or not. And sometimes people plan for the future and they are surprised when they walk into their future. And the reason I say they're surprised is because they don't realize that what they were doing in their present, the present being the here and now, all of that added up to manifesting what you were to walk into. The Lovers. Okay, this gonna be twisty. The rich stay rich. How do the rich stay rich, affluent, and abundant? Three of Wands is the future position. Obviously, for the future, they plan for the future. This foresight is clarified by the Lovers. So what I'm getting from this, Lovers is a love, a union, a bond. Bond. I'm actually going to look at this in a economical way. The future position is foresight. The Lovers, they love to have bonds. We got bonds, right? They love to have bonds that mature in the future. I guess that's what I can get out of it. They have foresight about the future, and that's clarified by love, union, bond. Bonds that mature in the future. They have foresight about love, unions, and bonds. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. They have clarity for the future, foresight about love, union, and bonds. Now, this love could be, they have foresight as to what people love, what people like, to be able to provide that as a service, even if what they love is a drug, alcohol, or sex, or anything. They know in the future what people love. Union. They know in the future what to, I want to say, singularities, or what two energies are going to come into union. They have foresight. For example, they know if two companies are going to merge, they know to invest in both of those companies, so that when they do merge, their investment in each company will be basically multiplicative based upon the amount they invested in each. They're going to double. Each are going to double. Not just one going to double and the other going to double. No, each is going to double. Union. Companies coming together. Bond. They are going to have the foresight of what holds things together, or what will stay together. What companies will not fail. What relationships will not fail. What countries. This can go on and on. That's what this means to me. I hope I explained that, because it's hitting me as I'm saying it. Like, wow. Okay. We got Six of Wands, internal influence. Internal influence as to how the rich stay rich, affluent, and abundant. I'm very happy that I did not have to go more than one card to clarify. It's actually easier. Recognition. Six of Wands, their internal influence for remaining to be abundant, affluent, rich, is recognition. That's clarified by a card that I also made denoting location. Simply, I could go into depth with this, but what I'm getting is them recognizing perhaps a location that is bountiful, abundant. This location could be a person. This location can be a country. It can be a company. Their internal influence is recognition, Six of Wands, of where there is abundance to be had for the future. more or less like business sense. But there's a twist to this, and as I stated, hopefully I will not have to drag this out very much longer. Their external influence, which would be anyone's, and I'm going to say something about the vibrational number, is 9 of Cups, fulfillment, a complete understanding. Now, real quickly, where I believe we as humans should be, internal influence, vibrational numbers should be higher than our external. So this tells me they are heavily influenced in maintaining their rich status by things in their environment. Not bad because they're rich, but these people are negating their own. They're negating themselves just to have what people would later view them as being rich and successful. High vibration number, but inside they're not even listening to themselves. This is a disconnect between the energy within them and the body that they operate. This is a disconnect. Two of Pentacles, balance. This is the one I want to get to. I think I spoke real quickly in the beginning that why would the rich have a hope and fear around balance? For them to have a hope and fear around balance means that by any means they had become rich, if it was by obviously causing instability. The system itself has a way of uprighting itself. And I think you guys, if you dig in your mind or memory, maybe not, there are certain things that are designed to upright themselves. People also need to realize that we could be actually within a system, that rights itself. Rights itself meaning it will eventually, let me do it this way. Where there is a imbalance, that's hard to see. Let's do it this way. Where there is a low and a high, and there is not a balance, the system gradually will bring it back into a balance. There's ways that happen, all sorts of ways. That's why it's slow. But systems are designed to be in balance. For some people that are affluent and rich, they got their wealth, rich abundance by destabilizing the system. There are all sorts of ways this is clarified. Two of Pentacles, hope and fear, balance, clarified by local law enforcement, fraternal order. This is interesting. They have a hope that balance, you would think balance would occur, but their hope with balance is that it would not occur. Their fear also with balance is that it will occur. There's a hope for balance not to occur and a fear that it will occur. Clarified by local law enforcement, a fraternal order, which could also be secret societies. But again, as I stated, it may have been this reading, may not. Secret societies, a lot of them offer services to and for the community. The very services that these secret societies offer to the community, they exist energetically on both sides of the issue. That is the only way for, at least now, or they believe, that they can be effective and also um, productive, make money. You create a problem and then you go in to solve it. It's easy. It is really easy to do that. But people need to be distracted from that actually being the case, so that their public image is everything. So it will dominate someone's mind that they could actually be the reason why a lot of people are cocaine addicts, or a lot of people are sex addicts. Maybe some people in secret societies actually own porno studios and put out pornographic material, which people become addicted to sex and have to go to treatment. Addicted to sex, which leads to addictions to substances, alcohol, drugs. They're on both sides. They're making money both ways. Create the problem, create the addiction, the thirst, the lust, whatever, and then also offer them a hand to heal from it. It's not genius, but it's genius to not allow people to even believe that to be a truth. That's the genius part of that. And the outcome. This is really where I wanted to be. I kind of stuck like, hey, the outcome of how rich stay rich, abundant, and affluent is there. Okay, it's falling in line. Isolation, loss, worry. They create this in the communities, in the societies. Secret societies, very livelihood depends on them creating an air of loss, creating worry, isolation. How do you do this? Let's see if the tarot card says it, because I wanted to say it. Let's see if the tarot card floats on the bottom. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer. You see how that works? The outcome of how rich, stay rich, abundant, and affluent. I just cracked this open. These are cards denoting the zodiac signs. We got air and water. What do I get from this? If I can use this as an answer to clarify this Five of Pentacles, isolation, loss, worry, poverty. Gemini. Gemini, I do personally know Gemini, one of their cards is the Lovers. Lovers being one of the cards, love, union, bond. They create isolation, loss, worry, in love, unions, and bonds. Coming together, companies, they create instability. That's the Gemini. Libra. Libra deals with balance, the scales. So companies stay rich, stay rich by isolating that which would bring balance, create loss, worry around the stability. That's Libra. Aquarius. This is interesting. Aquarius is dealing with water. We look at water as emotions. They isolate people to get them to be in their emotions. Because when people get into their emotions, they are more subject to indulge in a behavior that is addictive to get them up out of their emotions. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air energy. They create loss, worry in the air, in the environment. And then they isolate that. They section it away from any people that do not need to be affected, their abundance, creativity, whatever. That's this side. I thought I was going to actually clarify it, but I flip it open and I guess I got to do it this way. Okay. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, water. Water is emotions. I think I did water with Aquarius, even though Aquarius is air. That's interesting. So backing up real quick, since Aquarius is air sign, they create a air environment, water, good water, bad water, toxic environment. See how I think? Aquarius, water, air, environment, good water, bad water, toxic water, toxic environment. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Water, again, dealing with emotions. Cancer. Cancer is a buildup of resources in one particular place. Water, emotions. They bring people emotion-wise, water, energy, emotion. They burden people via their own emotions. Cancer. An accumulation of resources in one place. Cancer. Water. Emotion. A buildup of emotion in one place. In society. In a community. Pisces. Fish. Actually, fishing hook, line, and sinker. They build up emotions in one place. They cast their hook to see what they can catch. Scorpio deals with endings. They build up emotions in one place. They cast their hook to fish, to end individuals or companies or situations. I don't even have to clarify that. I'm surprised the other energy isn't here. Fire. Let's see. They steal. This is the truth. There's clarity about it. They steal. Devil, energy, bond. I could just, there it is. See, I knew this. If water was here, I knew that the other zodiac was not far behind. I didn't know which deck. Some told me I'm right-handed. Pick up this deck and go through it. How do they do that? The zodiacs, the energies that people continue to ignore that are important. The zodiacs are important because, again, I will tell you, it says we're an energy. We are energy. Where you were born, when you were born, down to the second. is important as to who you are and what you are to do within the system and how abundant you are to be. The system is to provide you with that abundance. Those that pay no attention to zodiac, which is such, if I were to get rid of the word zodiac, essentially what it would be is energetically where you were born and what time. And that's in relation to any and every celestial body out in the universe. We are exposed to vibrational frequencies from not just one another. We're exposed to vibrational frequencies from other planets, from other solar systems, galaxies. You know where I'm going with this. That's why the zodiac is important. But if you get rid of zodiac and you just say energy-wise, it's vibrational frequency. Vibrational frequency has something to do personally with the cap of humans utilizing only 9% of our brain power. That makes absolutely no sense. That to me says, well, we have the zodiac signs, okay, and each of these zodiac signs does one particular job of duty, believe it or not. What it says to me, the more that certain societies, the more that they make or poke fun at something, to me it makes sense to poke fun at those things that are actually important. But people don't look at them as being important. People want to continue to stay in a haze and truly not come to an understanding to realize what life really is about. And for people to not realize that means that they're going to continuously be robbed of those things that they should have, inherently have. Now, some people say that God provides you the abundance, everything you need. Who is God then? If God is going to provide you with everything you need, who is God? That's the good question. Because that means God created this system, and within this system, you are to be provided everything you need. So who is God? Is God the system, or is God outside the system, directing the system? This is what this person needs, give that, make that happen for them. There's a disconnect, I personally believe. That's why I choose to believe in what I believe. You've heard me before say this: God is energy, energy is God, God is love, love is God. Sounds familiar? But let me run with this. If God is love and love is God, God has a lot of different names. That can't be true. That can't be true. If love is God and God is love and God has many different names, that can't be true. As far as saying that's really God. That's what I'm thinking. So, as I believe, love, as they say, is a word, but it's a vibrational frequency. And its vibrational frequency has everything to do with the letters in the word. Every letter has a vibrational frequency. Love, interesting enough, is a vibrational frequency, high vibrational frequency word. Jesus is a high vibrational word. The letters in the name, excuse me, the letters in the name is their high vibrational frequency when they're said together. High vibrational frequency, God is love, God is energy, energy is God, energy is love, love is energy. Energy is conveyed through words. Words are energy, spoken or thought. Energy, energy. God is energy. Energy is God. I, E-Y-I. Energy, yield, energy. God is energy. Energy, period. That's all we need to know. You know about energy. You know about your God. If you don't know about energy, who cares what your God is? Or who cares what the name of your God is? If you don't know energy. Of course, this is all entertainment. I'm nobody. This is Joe. Thanks.